Yo, it is the Hatening. It is Hoop. And I'm going to tell you about a really funny celebrity sighting that I had a long time ago. Jesus Christ, this would have been 2013 or 14, I guess. I started dating a girl, and it was like festival time, summertime, or whatever the fuck, and we got tickets to go to FYF Fest in Los Angeles. So, like, we plan this trip. It's great. It's fun. It's fine. And we get to BWI, the airport here in Baltimore, and we're in line for, like, the scanners and shit. And I'm talking to my girlfriend, who's kind of, like, next to me yet behind me. So I'm turning around to talk to her, and I meet eyes with this dude, like, a couple people back. And I immediately, like, freeze up and, like, look forward. And she's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like, why are you acting all weird? And I was like, nah, dude, that's like Kurt Angle is right there. And for people who don't know, Kurt Angle is a professional wrestler and also an Olympian and blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, no, that's Kurt Angle. And she's like, I don't know what that means and who that is. And I'm just like, I can't explain to you right now what that is, because I'm kind of like having not like, I don't know, what's the word where you get like excited when you see a celebrity? Like, it's not that, but it's kind of like I don't think that he wants to fucking talk to people, but like it's taking everything in me to not like approach this guy who's like 6 feet away from me and being like, hello, I'm a big fan. I've seen you perform in person a few times. It's awesome. You know what I mean? But I'm walking through this line with her, and she's like, just say something. Just say something. And I'm like, no. I respect him as like a man, as like an individual. I don't want to blow up his spot. It's early. He's traveling. Like, I'm sure he doesn't want to be approached. Like, he's wearing a fucking like hoodie with the hood up, like zip, you know what I mean? Like, he's not in like celebrity mode. He's in like normal guy traveling mode. You know, and like if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't want people to come up to me all the time when I'm like waiting for TSA and shit, right? So we get to the scanners. We go through. We're putting everything back on our backpacks, and then all of a sudden I hear some dude be like, holy shit, you're that wrestler guy, aren't you? You're Kurt Angle. And then I look over, and Kurt Angle's just kind of like despondently shaking his head in the affirmative. And then just like all of a sudden, like 40 people just like turn towards him, start walking towards him, or just like really like not bum rushing him, but very much like, oh my God. Like there's like a small calamity at the TSA scan portal, right? I look over at my girlfriend at the time, and I'm like, yo, this is why I didn't want to fucking engage him. I wanted to avoid that, right? And so she's like, well, now that it's already happened, do you want to go over and say whatever? And I'm like, no, of course not. Like, fuck that. I don't want to make this worse. Like, I'm fine. Like, I saw him, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, okay. And so we go and we find our gate, and we sit down, and, you know, she gets all settled in. We had some time to kill. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go, like, get us some breakfast or whatever. I'll be back in a minute. It's like, all right, cool. So I'm wandering around the airport. I'm trying to find something that doesn't have a crazy line, that isn't going to cost like $45 per person or whatever. And I find the Burger King, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll get some fucking BK or whatever. And I'm walking into the little BK area, and there's Kurt Angle again. And it was one of the like craziest things I've seen a dude do in general, let alone like a celebrity or like a celebrity athlete, right? So he's sitting by himself at a 4-top table in one of the seats that is facing the aisle, that is like facing like the concourse, like the walkway. Like, he doesn't have his back towards the public. Like, he has his face towards the public, right? And he has like a hood up and headphones on top of the hoodie as to indicate, do not fucking talk to me. And he has 2 trays with at least 3 breakfasts on it. And he's just housing all of this Burger King by himself, just looking so fucking pissed off, just like in the zone. And, you know, like, I obviously clock him, and I'm debating, like, should I talk to him? Should I not? Should I talk to him? Should I not? And I order the food, and I'm like, oh man, like, do I say something? Like, I really don't want to. Like, no one else is really engaging with him or noticing him, but I'm just like, it's taking everything in me not to talk to him. Then I realized I had to go get like silverware, napkins, condiments, things. I'm literally going to be walking behind his chair. Like I could have like brushed the back of his neck if I wanted to. And so I walk behind him and I go and get my shit, and then I turn around. I gotta walk past him again. And it took all of the self-restraint I have to not engage with him. And I didn't. I did not engage with him. I did not want to fuck up his breakfast. And in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing the right thing. Like my gift to you, Kurt Angle, like you've given me so much in terms of like WWF, WWE. Like I've seen him perform, I think 2 of the like live WWF events that I went to as like a kid and like a young teenager. He was there. You know what I mean? He was never one of my favorite wrestlers, but he was always fun to watch. And so it's like, you've given me so much. Let me give this back to you, buddy. I will leave you the fuck alone. And I did, and I never saw him again. But I hope he's doing well. And I think that if he ever heard this, he would appreciate being left the fuck alone. You know what I mean? I think that's more valuable than having some fucking weird kid be like, I've seen you on TV and you're really good at wrestling. You know what I mean? Like that weird thing that people do when they meet celebrities. I'm your biggest fan. Like, I like this movie you did. And they're just like trying to get a fucking Cinnabon or something. But yeah, that's that. Thank you so much for listening. Andrew and I really appreciate it. We really, really do. It's very fun to do this. If you like the show, please like and also subscribe. Tell your friends, have them do the same. It would be really fucking cool to boost up some numbers, but if not, just keep on listening. It's fine. Yeah, take care of yourself and the people around you. Don't forget to tell your friends you love them.